Imagine a world untouched by human hands, a wilderness stretching from the Arctic tundra to the rainforest of the Amazon. For millennia, North and South America were home only to wild creatures. Media Group, Wild Animals in North American Landscape, South American Wildlife in Natural Habitat at its stock at it distribute_equally. Mammoths, giant sloths, saber-toothed cats. Towering redwoods lined the Pacific, bison thundered across the Great Plains, and the Andes rose like a spine through the continent. No human voices, no cities, just nature's rhythms and the slow ticking of the planet's clock. While civilizations grew in Africa, Europe, and Asia, the Americas remained a secret, uncharted realm. No ships crossed the oceans, no maps marked these lands. The story of these continents was written in stone, ice, and DNA, waiting for a new chapter. But change was coming. Driven by curiosity and survival, our ancestors would soon set foot on this silent stage. How did humans born in Africa reach these distant shores? The answer lies in a journey shaped by climate, courage, and the relentless urge to explore. Let's follow the first footsteps into a new world. During the last ice age, sea levels dropped, revealing a vast land bridge, Beringia, between Asia and North America. This was no narrow crossing, but a 1,000-mile-wide steppe, alive with mammoths and bison. Small bands of human hunters followed these herds, adapting to the harsh, windswept world. They weren't seeking a new continent, just food, survival, and opportunity. For generations they lived on Beringia, isolated by glaciers from both Asia and the Americas. As the climate warmed, ice sheets melted, opening new paths south and along the Pacific coast. Some traveled through an ice-free corridor, others may have hugged the shoreline by boat. These pioneers stepped out of Beringia and into the heart of two vast, empty continents. Their journey was slow, generational, and world-changing. A new chapter in human history had begun. Once past the ice, the first Americans found a land of abundance. Megafauna unafraid of humans, endless resources. People spread rapidly, from the Arctic to Patagonia, adapting to forests, deserts, jungles, and mountains. They crafted Clovis points, stone tools that made them expert hunters. Within a few thousand years, humans had reached the southern tip of South America. As the climate warmed and large animals vanished, people shifted to hunting smaller game, fishing, and gathering plants. This transition set the stage for agriculture and settled life. By 8000 BCE, nearly every corner of the Americas was home to small, mobile bands of hunter-gatherers. The rapid spread of people across two continents is a testament to human adaptability and ingenuity. They learned to read the stars, track the seasons, and thrive in every ecosystem. Their legacy is written across the land, a story of survival, innovation, and discovery. In a geological blink, the Americas were transformed. The age of migration was ending. The age of civilization was about to begin. The first Americans were explorers, scientists, and survivors. How do we know this story? Archaeology uncovers the evidence: tools, footprints, and ancient bones. For years, the Clovis first theory dominated, but new discoveries have rewritten the timeline. At Monte Verde in Chile, evidence of human life dates back at least 14,500 years, before the Clovis culture. This suggests some people traveled down the Pacific coast, perhaps by boat, reaching South America early. In Brazil, the skull of Luzia hints at diverse waves of migration and a complex peopling of the continents. Fossilized footprints in New Mexico may be over 20,000 years old, pushing the story even further back. Each find, tools, bones, footprints, adds a piece to the puzzle. The first Americans were not a single group but many peoples arriving by different routes at different times. Science lets us listen to their whispers, honoring their journey and deepening our understanding. The story of the Americas is older and richer than we ever imagined. While the continents filled, another adventure unfolded on the water. Along the Pacific, maritime cultures thrived, harvesting the sea, navigating by stars, and exploring islands. In the Caribbean, seafaring peoples from South America began island hopping northward in canoes about 6,000 years ago. They brought crops, pottery, and new ways of life, settling the Antilles and creating vibrant island societies. The Taino, for example, built villages, traded between islands, and developed rich spiritual traditions. Their world was shaped by the sea, a network of communities connected by water, not land. These migrations show human ingenuity. No barrier, not even the ocean. could stop our drive to explore. The settlement of the islands was a parallel saga, filling in the last blank spaces on the map. Diverse cultures emerged, shaped by wind, waves, and the endless horizon. The Americas became a tapestry of peoples, on land and sea. The invention of agriculture changed everything. In Mesoamerica and the Andes, people domesticated maize, beans, squash, and potatoes, building the foundation for great civilizations. The Olmec carved colossal heads and built the first cities. The Maya developed advanced astronomy, writing, and towering pyramids. The Aztecs built Tenochtitlan, a city of canals and gardens, larger than any in Europe at the time. In South America, the Inca engineered roads and terraces across the Andes, ruling an empire from Cusco. These societies were centers of innovation. Art, science, architecture, and governance flourished. They studied the stars, aligned temples with the cosmos, and fed millions in challenging environments. Isolated from the rest of the world, they created civilizations as complex and vibrant as any on Earth. Their achievements are a testament to the creative power of the human mind. The Americas were no longer a wilderness, they were home to greatness. In 1492, the isolation of the Americas ended with Columbus's arrival, a collision, not a discovery. For indigenous peoples it was catastrophic. Disease, conquest, and colonization decimated populations and shattered empires. Yet from this tragedy, new societies emerged, blending indigenous, European, and African traditions. Languages, foods, music, and beliefs merged, creating a unique cultural landscape. The story of the Americas became one of resilience, survival, and reinvention. Today, the continents are a mosaic of nations and cultures, shaped by this long, complex journey. Indigenous peoples continue to fight for their rights and preserve their heritage, reminding us of the deep history beneath our feet. The story of the Americas is not over, it's a living narrative of migration, adaptation, and hope. From ancient footsteps to modern cities, the journey continues. This is our story, written in the stars and on the earth.